Hey, a viewer named, I want to get the name correct, Ohala Nakanels, did I pronounce that correctly? Asked a great question, which I will repeat. It reads as follows. I have a question. If Adelson, Sheldon Adelson, wants to be part owner of the Raiders for his $650 million, and Mark Davis, the Oakland Raiders owner, told him that wasn't going to happen, why hasn't Adelson backed out of the deal? That's a very good question. Now, for those of you who are not aware of this situation, roughly 2 weeks ago in Yahoo Finance, Sheldon Adelson, during an interview, remarked that he would like to pursue an ownership interest because he felt he needed to get something back out of the money he invested, the $650 million he plans to invest. Not to mention the money he's already invested. I don't know how much that is in this project. Oakland Raiders owner Mark Davis was said to have rebuffed the idea. But they probably, and I'm only guessing, I have no inside knowledge at this point, but they probably decided to see how far this goes. But there's another catch, an enormous one. And it's something I've talked about before. Mr. Adelson has problems with the money that he has earned, he and Las Vegas Sands have earned in Macau, and the way it was earned, in such that it the ill-gotten gains allegedly found their way into the casinos at the Venetian and Palazzo. And you would say, how? Reuters has an excellent article on this where, let's say, a Chinese gambler that's worth a lot of money, billions, doesn't want his or her expenditures on the books, generally his expenditures on the books. So what, with the help of Las Vegas Sands Corporation and hotel representatives who work for Las Vegas Sands, arrange is a shill to sit next to that person and not only sit next to that person at the baccarat player, that person being the gambler, but also use their name to sign for credit. That's right. That person, generally a woman, will allow her name to be used as the person that obtains the gambling marker. She then gives that to the gambler, that money, that casino money, to the gambler. And that gambler goes on to bet. This is a general practice I read at the baccarat tables where millions of dollars are bet and also lost. And one famous occasion, a gambler from China came to the Venetian and lost $90 million. And that person, whose name is not flowing right out of my head at this point, was later found to have been involved in organized crime in China and also in Mexico. And so a raid was conducted, and $207 million in cash or thereabouts was found in his house, and sitting in blocks, a giant block, of cash. You could just go and grab some if you needed it. That person and his problems triggered an investigation that led to allegations of money laundering on the part of Las Vegas Sands, where they eventually paid a fine to the federal government of $47 million in 2013 and were fined $2 million by the Nevada Gaming Commission this year, and was also the focus of a whistleblower lawsuit brought by former Las Vegas Sands Macau CEO Steve Jacobs that was settled out of court in July. So I think it's for those reasons that Mark Davis rightfully said, no, you're not going to have an ownership. Now, as to why Adelson is staying in, he says it's a legacy project. That's really not the case, folks. It's not that sort of legacy project. Sheldon Adelson does not want the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority to get the hotel tax money that they have enjoyed in the past for expansion. Adelson wants the playing field, the convention center and event center playing field cleared for expansion of his own facility, leaving him with an ability to gain more of the convention center market than he would, by his thought, be able to if Las Vegas Convention Center's original $1.4 billion convention center plan were allowed to go through. That's the whole point. And it's a continuation of what I call the convention center and real estate version of the Thousand-Year War. Adelson's been fighting this war against the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority for the better part of the last 15 years. That's really what this is about. It's not some legacy or gift, and anybody who says that is basically foolish and doesn't know any better. It's really about Sheldon Adelson's desire to control the market. That's really what it's about. In this case, the convention center market, to have a bigger piece of the pie. He believes that private money should be involved in expanding the convention center and not public money. That's his real issue. Now, getting back to the whole issue of Davis, that's why Sheldon Adelson is still staying in this. He's seeing this through. The football stadium and that giant subsidy is his tool to get what he wants, because if that subsidy is granted, it basically blocks the growth of additional hotel tax revenue monies being used for the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority in the future. That's what it's about. So that's why he's still in it, even though Davis said, ownership, not a good idea, or words to that effect.